What are you saying, everyone? ADR here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got another 129 foot draft challenge, and we are kicking off with the 4-4-2 flat formation. And we're starting off with all players that have way high rated cards. We'll just take Reeton here and keep it moving. And as always, guys, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a like. We're going to go for 400 likes again. We'll see if we can get it. Right now, we're really close. As at time of recording, we're really close to hitting 400 on yesterday's video. So hopefully we can do the same today. And we're going to see if we can get that 129. Now, of course, a 129 is a 96 rated draft with full chem. So we were actually incredibly close yesterday. That was probably one of my best draft attempts ever. So if you haven't seen it, be sure to check it out. And this draft, it actually hasn't started off too badly. We get Lucas Hernandez here, and it seems like Teo could be on the move going to Saudi Arabia, and we also get Jules Koundé here. So maybe a bit early for him though, don't you think? I would have liked to see him. Obviously, AC Milan, they're a decent team, but I would have liked to see him maybe even in the Prem to see how good he is. Because, I don't know, whenever I watch him, I feel like I'm always a bit underwhelmed. And I do think the best left back in the world right now is Nuno Mendes, for sure. And also, guys, as we get either Cucurella or Gusto, probably makes more sense to take Cucurella. He can also play left mid, which is what I'm thinking we'll end up doing. So we'll take him. But I opened up the communities space. If you're on mobile, or I'm guessing iPad as well, on the channel homepage, there should be a button where you can visit communities or visit community, and that allows you guys to leave a post in the community space. So we do have a few posts that were sent in, and one of them was a picture of Benjamin Šeško's stats at Leipzig. I was surprised. He's only started 17 games. He's played 31, but I guess 14 of those games were off the bench, which was a bit surprising. I didn't realize he wasn't just starting every game. But he got 14 goals and 2 assists as we get 98 rated Griezmann, who doesn't fit the formation. How annoying is that? I mean, basically, we still have to take him. He's 98 rated, but 98 rated on the bench, that hurts. We'll play Cucurella, get a little bit more chem. No icon so far as well, which is definitely holding us back. So Rafa Leao's got a way higher rated card. He could, I don't think he'll end up playing, to be honest. He's not going to get chem. Do we go Frank Lampard for the icon link? Probably not at this point. I feel like we're a bit too far gone. So let's go Leao. At least he's good for the bench. The bench is actually really low rated as well, so could do some good bench players. Shvava joins the team. Little upgrade over Lizarazu, but we would lose a lot of chemistry. We're not up to 94 rated just yet. I think this will end up being a 94 rated draft though. Take Vinny Jr. here, seeing as this the second last pick. Now, someone mentioned yesterday that we tend to get 3 common gold players every draft. So they're wondering if there's something in the algorithm that if we take, when we get like an 85 rated player, for example, go with a common gold to sort of confuse the draft. I'm not sure it will work. We'll try it out though. But this one's going to be 94 rated, 29 chem. And looking at it, I don't see that there's much we can do to get the chemistry. But a decent draft nonetheless. We'll take our manager and we'll get into the next attempt. Okay, let's go for... Now, someone mentioned the 3-4-2-1. They see that as being the best formation. So let's go with it. Let's see what happens. We're starting with Alan Shearer as a captain. The only issue I have with this formation is that there are a lot of 96 rated fullbacks that show up. But if we get good left and right mids, then it really won't matter. And we get back-to-back 96 rated cards coming in very clutch there, and 98 rated Johan Cruyff. So this draft is looking incredible. We get Kotsu here, which isn't bad either. Second centre mid will be Kessler, 93 rated. Clinton wouldn't have been bad either, but obviously have to go rating. And then our right mid is going to be Trinity Rodman at the end. which is very nice. A very, very nice start. If we can get some big centre-backs, we are laughing. Yapstam, not ideal. Not what I had in mind. He does have a higher rated card. But I think so does Rudiger, maybe even Carvalho. So we may as well take Yapstam here. Second centre-back will need replacing. That's fine. Anton's got a higher rated card. We'll go Saint-Just. Gets chemistry, to be fair to him. And we need 2 new centre-backs. Now, Hinsapié has a higher rated card. Murillo should have a higher rated card. And it kind of looks like he's going to stay at Nottingham Forest. I thought he might get a move. Especially as they didn't get Champions League. But I guess we'll see what happens. I'm going to take Issa Diop here anyway. And then in goal, it will be... these last 3 picks haven't been great. Now, Dozy goes in on full chem. Castiles doesn't. Now, Dozy's getting chem because of Merriup. So we'll do that. 93 rated, 30 chem. See if we can get a better goalkeeper. 91's okay, but 96 is obviously way better. Thank you, Jorgensen, for showing up. Yapstam will actually come in handy now for the Prem Chem. All fullbacks here. That's really annoying. We'll go with my Kuma. But was really hoping we were going to get a centre-back there. Can we get one here? We can. We get William Saliba. Great for the chemistry. Great for the rating. Now, it is Fernandez and Rodman off chem. Still need to replace that Saint-Just card. And I need to remember I should be taking common golds on bad picks. We only have 1 common gold right now. So we'll see as we get 96 rated Dusan Tadic. So technically, well, there's a couple things we could do here. I think we're going to struggle unless we get that 3rd icon. I'm wondering if we go and take out Kessler and do that. Yeah, 3rd icon. If we get an icon centre-back, we're absolutely laughing. This is now our 2nd common gold. So I guess we're due 1 more, maybe? We'll have to go Kyle Walker here. Which is... it's not bad for the bench rating. And... okay, so there could be our 3rd icon in Roy Keane. Hamer... would get more chemistry, to be fair, because of the Dutch link. Could take out Rodman. Okay, I'm going to take Hamer here. I know the icon was an option. That takes us up to 93. We're still trying to build up our rating. So Hamer makes sense. We'll go Leon Bailey here as well. Should be... Saint-Just is holding us back. Otherwise, we probably would be 94 rated. I will take this Yamal. I know he's got a 97, but what can you do? We can't play him, but that does take us to 94 with a 77 rated centre-back. So a new centre-back, please. We get 96 rated Marta now. Definitely taking her, but can she... I guess she can play over Rodman. This is one of those drafts that if we did have a big centre-back, I'm sure it would go up to 95. We still got 1 chance to get one, so you never know. We get 97 rated Khadija, sure. Chemistry is going to be a myth on this one. But I think that will probably take us up to 95. If we had a just half decent centre-back. We're up to 95. Look at that. So a very good draft. It's a shame we're not going to get the chemistry on this one. But let's take our manager and let's get into the next. Okay, into the next draft attempt. Let's go for... should we try 4-2-2? Hopefully like that Griezmann will show up again. I feel like wingers, though, are quite important. But 4-3-3 defend feels way too defensive. So let's go. 4-2-2. Start off with a winger as our captain, of course. Insigne goes onto the bench. And then we'll take our goalkeeper here. We get Sells or Berger. Berger's actually got a high rated card. 95 rated team of the season. So we'll take Matt Sells. We'll take Nathan Ake here as well. Because Melito's got a shapeshifter. I don't think it would actually fit the formation. Because I believe it's a winger card. But still good for our bench rating. And a couple videos ago, someone asked why is it ADR? And I asked for someone to say in the comments, testing out the knowledge of those that are watching. And the person that I guess mentioned it first was, I'm going to call him Ben. And he says, ADR because your name is Adrian, right? That is correct. Now, when I made the channel, I actually made it in a rush. So it was just the first thing that came to my mind in terms of a name for the channel. So ever since, it's been ADR. Now, all those other three have Team of the Seasons or high rated cards. So we get 94 Griezmann here. What's the chances that we get his 98? I feel like we do need 98, so if we're gonna go for it. So Samu's 2 ratings lower. Let's take the risk. We'll see if we end up picking Griezmann, and then Thierry Henry is really good. So what are we looking for? We need a new right back, new centre back, new CDM, and a new cam. I think Insigne might have cam, so but he's still only 90 rated, so we'd want someone better. Now here, for example, I'm gonna take a common gold player because Pickett's got a high rated card. She won't make the bench anyway. We get Lizarazu here. Upgrade in terms of rating over Ashley Cole. Chemistry wise though, leaves a lot to be desired. This is now our second common gold. We now get Zakanyi. He's got cam, so we could play him over, is it Guri? Is that his name? I believe so. Probably pronouncing it wrong, but there you go. We didn't get a new right back, so we'll be on the lookout for one as we get 96 rated Johan Cruyff, which is fantastic because he's going to replace Samu for +2. Could do it for a new CDM at some point. It won't be on this pick. And then here, in theory, this should be our last common gold if it works. But, I mean, who knows? Let's see anyway. First reserve is going to be... Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure this works. Take Madison. Next up is Marmadashvili, 96 rated. Well, he's definitely going to go into the team. He's got CDM as well, which is perfect. Could have taken Lucy Bronze because we do need a right back. But I actually feel like right backs are more common than CDMs as we get Aitana Bonmati, her 97 rated card. I feel like I don't see that card very often. If we try to play her, though, we will lose quite a bit of chem. So we'll leave her on the bench for now. If we pick up like a Honor Battier, that would be nice. So we get Maeda here. Goes into the team. Our bench is actually really low rated. We're going to be stuck with an 86 on our bench. And our final pick is Pedro Porro, coming in clutch. Gets the Tottenham link as well, so that's going to be full chem. We're surely... I know we've got 286s, but we're surely 94 rated. Yeah, we are. But Matty really can't play, can she? She gets... What would she need, though? Liga F manager gets her full chem. That's not too bad. Definitely not too bad. But we're going to stay 94 rated, aren't we? Yeah, so we may as well lock in the 127. We'll take our manager. And let's get into the next draft. We got a Liga F manager anyway. Okay, into the next draft. It's probably got to be 3-4-1-2. Maybe we'll get that 98 rated Cruyff again. If we can get multiple 98s, as if we take Hivaldo here, he will go left mid. So, guess the chances of getting Cruyff decrease ever so slightly. We do get João Neves here, which is really good to see. But yeah, I think 2 98s would be probably what's needed to see the 129. Bruno's got like a 96 rated card, so we'll go Lavelle. We got a comment. Now, we're speaking about the Club World Cup. I was asking yesterday what you guys think of it. So if you haven't left your comment and you still would like to, please do. But we got one comment here saying that the concept of the Club World Cup is amazing. People just need to embrace it. The problem I see right now is European fans only watch their teams, so the concept of facing a team from South Africa doesn't appeal to them. Interesting. I think, you know what? I guess the concept of the Club World Cup makes sense. But what I think is probably part of the issue, right, is that clubs from, or European clubs, they feel like their team, or playing in the Champions League, for example, winning the Champions League makes you the best team in the world. It's kind of like the NBA and how in America, so if you win the NBA, they term it as you're the world champions, which obviously isn't the case because the NBA is just played in America. There's other leagues across the world. So technically speaking, they are not world champions. But because they view their league as far superior to the other leagues, then they just call it world champions. Now, I tend to get where they're coming from, because in terms of the quality of players, if you go, for example, a good example, right, is if you look at the teams that win the World Cup, majority of those players come from Europe. I say the teams like the nation that wins it. I'm not saying it's a European nation that wins it, but I'm saying they tend to, if you look at where the players play, they tend to play for clubs that are in Europe. Very rarely are there clubs outside of Europe. And as time's gone on, that's become more and more evident, which is why I think there's less emphasis on the Club World Cup. And I guess, for example, as well, I mean, shout out to Auckland, but a lot of their teams, they're semi-professional. And for someone that has just won the Champions League, because that's how you qualify for it, right? Or you're one of the best teams in your respective nation, you don't want to be having to work during the summer to play against semi-professionals, respectfully, you know? So I think probably less games for the Club World Cup. I don't see what was wrong with it before, to be honest. I feel like it is just a bit of a cash grab at the moment. But the actual concept of having the best teams from their respective continents come together and play each other to determine a world champion does make sense. It's just I don't know, the implementation of it, the amount of games, it does make it difficult to enjoy. This draft ended up being weird. I don't really think we're gonna go up in rating. Only the one icon, and it's the centre back that let us down, to be fair. So worst draft of the day, unfortunately, but take our manager and we'll go again. Okay, into the next draft. Let's go 3-4-2-1. I do think that is a good formation to go with. I don't really want to start with Insigne, but I mean, we don't have to. We don't have to. I'm going to take Dirk out here and then go on. Give us 90 rated Cruyff, please. No. But 94 rated Ginola, definitely better than Insigne, so I'll 100% take that. Next is going to be Bobby. We'll take him. 96 rated is great. And we did get a reply to the question about Sancho. And he says that Sancho is a lost cause. Should have accepted Chelsea's proposal. I tend to agree. He should have. And you guys are saying that he's going to end up being or go into either Italy or Turkey. I heard he was linked with Fenerbahce, actually, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one that... Is that the one that Oli manages? You have to let me know in the comments. But, and their Fenerbahce player is in Suyuncu, ex-Leicester man. Cool. Yeah, I could see him doing that. Obviously, Leroy Sané went to... Was it Gala he went to? So... I hear it. It makes sense, I guess. Pepe Reina is decent. And yeah, I reckon they would make their money back, as you mentioned, with shirt sales and stuff like that. As we get Edison here as well. We're going to need a new goalkeeper. Going to need a new centre-back. And a new right mid. We need quite a lot, actually. We also need a new striker. But we do have some high-rated players. I'm going to take Yap Stam here, just in case we don't get a better centre-back. As you've probably seen from previous drafts, it's definitely not a guarantee. I'm going to take Valentin Gomez over Hakimi, because Hakimi would have just stayed on the bench. So that seems to work out well. Laurent Blanc does have a high-rated card, but I guess we could play him centre mid. And that would get us more chemistry. +4 there. Still need a new right mid and a new striker. And there's our new right mid in Michael Olise. So +1 there. Got quite a few French players in this one. Which reminds me. Someone left a comment yesterday saying that they don't really want to see an icon-only draft. Because we were able to complete that already. And it got a few likes as well. So I'm guessing people are in agreement with that. But what they are saying is that, or what he said, is that we do a One Nation draft challenge. Now, I think that would be pretty difficult, which I guess would make it more interesting, perhaps. I'm just looking at this team, right? We've got 1, 2, only 4 French players. I haven't prioritized taking French players. I don't know how many have shown up. We've got 3 Dutch players here as well. So maybe it would be possible to get a full 11. Maybe it would be a good one as well. Perhaps we'll save it for when the draft isn't looking so good. I mean, right now, I'm not even sure if it's looking that good, to be honest. Buongiorno doesn't get a league link with anyone, nor an Italian link, so maybe no point taking him. Maybe if we start Pepe Reina again, that could work, but then we've got to think of Colwell and Johnson getting chemistry. Fowler here, not really going to help. We'll go highest rated then. We'll take Buongiorno. Next up is 97 rated Nuno Mendes or 97 rated Saka. It's got to be Saka, isn't it? He's going to go in. He's going to get chemistry. We are going to... Where are we going to play him? I guess we just play him striker, right? And if we need... No, we don't need any more Prem Chem. So it's just Valentin Gomez and... And who? Who's the other one? And Tadic off Chem. So we can play Brennan Johnson and play Olise in that cam, and then we just need an Argentina manager with 94. Maybe we can go up to 95 again. We'll see what else happens. We get 97 Rodri now. He does have a 98 rated card these days, but we are not complaining. That is our second 97. It's the goalkeeper position that's letting us down. The issue here, though, is I think we lose chemistry. We lose 2 chem not playing Ruud Gullit, which is obviously not ideal. I'm a bit surprised. How was... So Moreira just... Oh, because of the MLS link with Royce. That's why Moreira was getting full chem. Okay, that makes sense. And then our final pick is going to be Trincao, who... Yeah, doesn't do anything. But we are 95 rated. I wonder... If we do this... Do we stay 95 rated? No, we drop. Oh, that's so annoying. So I don't think we're going to be able to get the chem on this one. If Saka had left mid, maybe that would have worked. Our bench is so low rated, though. That's what's done it. Fair play. Fair play. Another 95 rated draft. You know what, guys? Let's do a bonus draft attempt. Let's get straight into it. Okay, into the bonus draft attempt. And guys, I just had an idea. What do you think of this? How about... If you guys do want an icon challenge, let me know in the comments. And if anyone else wants to see it, like the comment that basically says, I want to see an icon challenge. And what I'll do is I won't do it instead of the highest rated draft challenge. So I'll still be uploading those each day at 9:30. But on ADR plays, I will do the icon highest rated draft challenge. I'll do maybe a nation draft challenge as well. And I'll also do some gameplay. So, as you know, that's the gameplay channel. So, if you do want to see that, let me know in the comments and we'll get to it. This draft hasn't started off the best. Would like to see some 96 rated players at some point, but not quite yet. Highest rated players, Ricky Puig at the minute. We do get either Trevor Chalobah or Levi Colwell. And do we think we're going to get a left back? I guess we don't know what's going to happen right now. So we'll take Colwell. And at least that way, if we do get a bad left back, then maybe later on he'll help us out. Here, based on what we said earlier, I'm going to go Chris Smalling. None of them are going to make the final team anyway. And we got a good left back anyway. So 95 rated Karshawi. We're going to have to figure out her chemistry. But it's a good pickup. And here, I don't think 87 Martinez makes the team, honestly. Plus, he's got a 94 rated team of the season, or team of the year. So, again, I'm going to go common gold. Mamardashvili's got that 96 rated shapeshifter as well. Maybe shouldn't have done that, seeing as we didn't get a good goalkeeper here, but I reckon we'll get one later on in the draft anyway. Now, we've got 4 common golds, plus Zapata, which is really bad. So, in theory, we should be getting good players, and that's now our 5th common gold. So I think that's the theory debunked, right? The draft is savage. The draft does not care whether we have 5, 6 common golds. Well, I guess we've still got picks left to see, but this doesn't really look like it's making much of a difference, to be honest. And because of that, we may even just go again and do another bonus draft, because I feel like it's not a good look, is it? We'll see how high rated this draft ends up being. I think it is going to struggle. We're only 90 rated so far. Need a new goalkeeper, new striker. There's our new striker in Puskas. That's now our third icon as well. And I'm going to take Alisson here. I know Milinkovic-Savic is higher rated, but we did need the goalkeeper. And we'll also get 97 Royce. Maybe there's something to this theory. Let's see what the last two picks are looking like. Maybe they're nah. I don't think there's much to this theory, honestly. I think we're about a 93 rated draft here, but a very disappointing one. We'll see how high rated it goes up to, but we're gonna have, yeah, this is why you don't take common goals like that. We're stuck with an 80 rated on our bench, 80 and an 83. That's actually impressive though. 80 and an 83 on the bench. We still managed to get a 93 rated draft, but not good enough. Let's do one more bonus draft and then we're done. Now, this one is the last attempt. 4-3-3 attack. And Marquisio captain, go on. We'll take Marquisio captain. Not the best, but here we are. Bruno Fernandes, he does have a high rated card. Let's go Neymar. He's got a couple high rated cards. So Neymar for 1 rating less isn't too bad. We'll also go Kylian here. And it's not the best of starts, but still so early. As we get either Mukiele or Maeda. Now, Maeda can play a few different positions, but I think chemistry to Mukiele will be easier. So I'm going to go Mukiele. Hopefully we just get a good striker. We get R9. Pretty much the best striker of all time. So that is perfect. And then we also get Ibarbo, who, being a hero, he gets full chem. So we're laughing. That's an okay start. Left back, go Lewis Skelly. Can play in at centre mid as well. So gives us another option there. And here we'll take this Virgil van Dijk. 96 rated is always good to see. We've got a comment from Edgar. He is asking, has anyone ever mentioned you kind of sound like Toby from Sidemen? Nah, I've seen that comment multiple times. I don't really hear it myself, and I don't even think we're from like the same area. I guess London, perhaps, but there's different accents in different parts of London, and we're not from the same part of London. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really hear it. Maybe quite a few people hear it, but I just don't. Do we go Pazve? I mean, Guzan could stay in goal. Schwaber. None of them are really going to get chemistry, are they? Pazve actually gets the Dutch link to Van Dijk, so we'll do that. But I saw a clip of, I think it was a podcast, and Toby, Manny, he's got another brother. They actually all sound exactly alike to me. So yeah, but no, I'm not like related to Toby or anything like that. And I don't even think it's a case of like, you know, usually if you watch someone over a long period of time, you naturally start to sound like them. I don't really watch. Do I watch the Sidemen? Not really. So maybe I've seen like Toby do a football related challenge once or twice in my life, but you know what I mean? So I actually have no idea why, but an interesting observation nonetheless. We'll go 96 rated Ertig, I guess. She's not going to get chem, but again, it's a decent option to have. To be fair, she does get the Arsenal link, so she just need another WSL link. If we could get maybe Lucy Bronze as our right back, that would be fantastic. We also need a couple new centre mids. We get Putellas. She's got a 98. We can't justify taking Putellas. We'll go Diego Forlan here instead. We'll go... I mean, he's got a 96, but the rest are way too low rated. Are we going to get a right back? Yes or no, EA? We don't. We do get a new... Oh, she can't play centre mid. So I think she'll end up staying on the bench. Kirkez. Okay, so he's 2 ratings lower, but I feel like I'm going to take Kirkez here because he's going to go in at left back and then Lewis Skelly is going to go centre mid. To be fair, I should have just done Lizarazu to left back, but I guess that's still an upgrade. We get Garassi here, not the best. And then our final pick. Can we save this draft? 90 rated Son probably isn't going to cut it. So I think it's going to be a 93 rated draft. It's going to stay a 93 rated draft. Probably won't go up to 94. But it is what it is, guys. If you've enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And I'll catch you again next time.